loaf. Where did you go? Sit down. Sit. Sit. No. No.
I've worked with Paul Barrazos in the past, about almost 5 years. We redid the building across the street, and he took care of all of the windows and doors. And I've never had a leak. I've never had any kind of issue. We had one front door kind of swing open at one point, and he came, called him that day. He came and fixed it, tightened that up for us. And so I was happy to see that he was still cutting glass and going to be able to help us out with this project.
I just finished my meeting with Donna about her building, the Marlow Review building. She and I both agreed on a kind of a design aesthetic today, and we showed her the rendering that we had done this weekend, and she loved it, thankfully. And so that's always a nerve-wracking part for me is, taking my ideas and putting them on paper, but then showing them to the client, and she loved it. I'm really kind of nervous, but okay.
Oh, cool.
Look.
Wow.
Let's start at square one. This is just essential color scheme, okay? So what I saw was like this kind of oatmeal white, nothing harsh because we're dealing with black here.
Right.
Simple, but so elegant. And then this is our metal awning with the cables running up. And then we mocked the Marlow Review sign just to kind of see if you guys liked that, because I know that's really different from what we have right now.
Right.
We have a few options on the door. So it just kind of follows the same aesthetic there, but we can do a wood door if you guys would rather. One thing that we talked about was removing that stained glass because it is not original to the building.
Right. Since it's not original, it wouldn't bother me at all to remove it.
Okay.
No.
The flower boxes, so this is showing one large piece, but we can also cut those in half and just center them on each half of the window.
I love it.
Do you?
I do. The door is stunning.
Isn't it?
Yeah. Now is this with us opening it up on the inside? So this is showing how the window will look.
Correct. Open.
If we open up the top part of it. So that's the
so
full-height
basically,
window.
Essentially from like here up, you're seeing that ceiling, because this is really tall.
Oh, it's gonna be so pretty.
It's hard to tell in a rendering when and if we open up that interior, you will see that as you're walking by. And lighting wise too, I wanted to point out that, we found that electrical outlet or something right here. I would love to run a few lights underneath this awning to kind of put some light coming down this way. So in the evening hours, all of that is lit up.
Pretty.
Yeah, so there you go.
I love it. Thank you.
You bet, thank you. It's exciting to get to the point where you can actually present these ideas that you feel are exactly what the client wants, and you sit in front of them and they nod yes, and you breathe this massive sigh of design relief, and that's what we got today. Welcome to Dallas, Texas. We brought you guys here today because if you remember 2 episodes ago, we started work on the Marlow Review project. We came down here to get some inspiration, and what better place than downtown Dallas, where you can come and see the streets lined with buildings that have been brought to life.
We have a sweet spot in our heart for this city, and we love to come down and kind of eat our way through Uptown, go to our old favorite restaurants, coffee shops.
It's a sentimental place for us. We still have a lot of friends here, and it's just a walk down memory lane every time we come. And it's only a couple hours away from home for us, so it's an easy drive and an easy way to kind of get out and get refreshed when the weeks are busy and we just want to come down and eat really good food and drink really good wine.
And stay in really, really fun hotels that allow us to just kick back, relax, unwind. Even though we're brainstorming and working all evening and can't
Work,
really
play.
turn it off.
Work, play.
Work, play.
And we brought you to our favorite hotel in Dallas, and this is the Adolphus Hotel. And this is where we stay with our kids in the summer, and even on just a weekend adult getaway. This is where we go.
This is it. Great food, very accommodating for kids, adults, and this is our spot. One of our favorite spots.
Our first apartment was at the Colonnade, and we actually lived across the street from my parents. And it was this little 900 square foot apartment that they were all sold to be individual condos. And we bought one and gutted it, renovated it, and no surprise, it was black and white.
Black and white.
Yeah, that's where it all started. 900 square feet. We had one black wall that my mom's friend, who's an interior designer, had advised us to do. And to this day, we still decorate a lot with black and white.
Yeah. Was it this one or
yeah,
was it that
this one.
Yeah, that one. What a trip.
There it is, 116. That was our apartment right there. So this is the apartment that we bought and lived in when we got married in Dallas, and we got to gut the whole thing and remodel it. And it was right there, 116. And we loved it. I mean, it was 900 square feet, and we were honeymooners, madly in love. So it's kind of fun to see our story come full circle just from our little apartment that we loved, and we actually got to go.
Miguel was awesome. He really he helped inspire us to think outside the box with our vision pretty limited at that time, and we got to hang out and go to market with him and shop for the apartment and really put a little special flair that you can only get from deep in the heart of Argentina. He was awesome. He was a great friend of.
And now you're married to a special flair from Argentina.
Yes, I am. So Mama doesn't get out very often, so when she does, I gotta spoil her just a little bit.
So we're going to take you to the venue where we actually got married, and we had this party of a wedding with my family from Argentina and his family from Oklahoma, and it was
definitely
legendary.
It was a different kind of wedding than what I was used to going to as a Southern Baptist kid, going to many weddings throughout my life. This was a celebration.
We went all out.
All I cared about was the old vintage Rolls Royce that we drove off in. That's what
He got his car and he got his Argentine bride.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, my dad was like, "You guys should get married right here," and I was like, "No, it's right by the house. I want to feel like I'm away from home."
We drove all the way out to Fort Worth. We went to all of these different locations.
And then, of course, we settled
came
on
back
the one my dad
to
said.
where
And
Victor
he'll still,
said.
to this day, be like, "What did I tell you? Get married there." And then we had an orchestra right over here. We were pouring sweat.
It was
like
so hot.
in the
A little
pictures.
storm came through and just dropped a quick amount of rain, and then it went out. It was muggy and hot. We were sweaty.
Yeah.
It
It was very fun. This is where we said I do. First couple to get married under this thing.
We should renew our vows. Would you do it again?
Yeah.
Yeah. It is a hesitation. Man.
I was gonna make you think about it. We got married. We had 4 babies.
Band came out with us. They were playing the brass instruments and led us out of the building and had just a big. You Argentines, man! I didn't know what a wedding could be like back in Oklahoma. I got to know how it goes.
And you've been partying ever since. Actually, we walked out like that.
Dallas just has so many memories for us. It will always be a sentimental spot because that's where we started. That's where
Our story began.
our story began. Yeah. Thank you for tagging along and
Thanks for road tripping with us today. We hope that this kind of becomes an ongoing feature as we go out and
kind of do our homework on our builds and our designs and our clients, this is actually part of the game. And so it's fun to bring you along, and we hope you guys enjoy it too.
Thank you.